I have been a fan of the Universal Monsters for as long as I can remember. I remember sitting down and watching all of the Universal Monster movies as a child and loving them. Every Halloween, without fail, I'll put these black and white old movies on just to feel good and get the Halloween vibes. Most kids are rooting for Van Helsing to kill Dracula, and everyone's rooting for the good guys to triumph. I'm the kid that was usually rooting for the monster. So today I want to talk to you for a little bit about the Universal Monsters and share my love of the Universal Monsters with you. If you're not familiar with my channel, hi guys, my name's Super Sorrel, thank you very much for tuning in, and I love all things horror. My collection over the years has evolved massively from collecting all sorts of stuff to just being a horror guy, because that is where my heart truly lies. So welcome to my wonderful and weird little corner of the internet. One thing I want to know, which is your favourite Universal Monster movie? Let me know in the comments, guys. I also love to do replies to people's comments with YouTube Shorts, so if you do have any questions about my collection, do let me know and I'll answer you with a short and a shout out. But first things first, we've got to talk DVDs and physical media. I love collecting DVDs. I love going to CEX, HMV, their stores in the UK where we can get DVDs. And I love going to second-hand shops and getting old horror movies on DVD. So I've got 3 big binders in my room. This is one of the smaller ones, but I have 3 binders in my room just full of discs. And the Universal Monsters are in this one, so let's take a look. Okay, here we go, guys. So we've got the original Dracula, son of Frankenstein, son of Dracula, Dracula's daughter. We've got Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. I love that movie. Frankenstein, the original, amazing. Bride of Frankenstein, I think is my favourite Universal Monster movie of all time. Second is definitely Dracula. If you'd like to see me do a ranking of all the Universal Monster movies, let me know. Ghost of Frankenstein, I've got that one. Let's flip it over. House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula. We've got The Invisible Man, that is a good movie. The Mummy I love as well. Love Boris Karloff. The Wolfman. We've got Phantom of the Opera at the top. I do love me some Phantom. And then there's the Creature from the Black Lagoon as well. Not the biggest fan of Creature, you know. I'm getting more into them the older I get, but Creature never really, I don't know, it's not high on my list. Bride of Frankenstein was always a personal favourite. We belong dead. Now, when it comes to the toys and action figures, I do have a lot of Universal Monsters, but you know what? I don't have so many, to be honest. I have a lot of the action figures, but you know what? I barely have any Funko Pops of the Universal Monsters. I have the more recent Dracula and the Mummy from the Funko Mystery miniseries right here. I do love me this Dracula, but they're clearly not based on anything in particular. It's just like versions of the characters. I wish it was based on like Bela Lugosi and stuff. And there's the Mummy one. Very cool. When it comes to Universal Monsters, though, like I say, I've got a Creature here. I got this one from Universal Studios as a part of the Studio Screamers. That's these ones. There's a Batula back there. I got those as part of the Studio Screamers. This was the Chase variant, the metallic version of Creature. So I love having this on the collection. I do have a Dracula right there. Got the doll in front of him there. Let's move that out of the way. But yeah, there's Drac. But I don't have any others, you know? They're the only Universal Monsters in the collection, which is really sad. I do have these, if anyone wants to count them, which, you know, I do have all the crossovers with Care Bears. I'm just looking, these are all modern monsters here. So yeah, I don't really have any of them, and I still need to get the Tubbs Universal Monsters. I still need to grab. So yeah, I'm quite behind on my Universal Monsters collecting. However, I definitely did get the Funko, sorry, not Funko, these are Pop Mart. Pop Mart. I got most of them. I'm still missing Frankenstein, though. Frankenstein is obviously missing. He's needed to go next to the bride, but I do like it that I make it look like she's stealing popcorn from the Wolfman. I love that. Dracula's dropped his wine. But, yeah, or his cup of blood. I don't drink wine. Now, action figures is a fun one because NECA do dominate the action figure universe for Universal Monsters, but they're not the only company that have made good Universal Monsters figures. So I've got the black and white NECA versions right here. I love those, of Frankenstein and Dracula. I do also have, in NECA form, I also have Creature of the Black Lagoon, I have the Wolfman, and I have the Bride, Frankenstein, and that's it, really. I got most of the enjoyment from mine from the Jada collection. And this is a Mezco one as well. The Mezco Frankenstein's really cool. But Jada made the Universal Monsters Bela Lugosi Dracula. I love that. We've got Creature here. He's brilliant. This Wolfman is far superior to NECA's, in my opinion. It's more articulated, and it's just easier to pose. I love this thing. And we've got the Bride right there. She's not the best, but I still love her. And then this is my favourite version of the Invisible Man. Love that version. I do have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover line. There's the NECA version of the Mummy and the colour version of Bela Lugosi's Dracula. Towards the back, I also have Phantom of the Opera right there. We don't really count Minutes to Midnight and Nosferatu, but they're in there as well. So is Metaluna Mutant, but again, I don't think we consider them official Universal Monsters. And down here, I do have a bendy fig of the Phantom of the Opera as well. That's more of a modern Phantom. And then we've got another Jada Toys Frankenstein. I do have the sarcophagus to the side here as well. Love that. We do have a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but again, no one really considers that part of the Universal Monsters. But when it comes to classic Universal Monsters, my favourite figure in my entire collection is definitely the Invisible Man figure. He's amazing. And like I say, I do love me the Wolfman. And the Frankenstein and Dracula I've got, they just pose so well together because the Frankenstein's slightly taller as well, as it should be. In the NECA form, they are more or less the same size. But I do like the height difference from the two smaller versions. Which is your favourite Universal Monster figure, guys? Let me know in the comments. And there you have it, guys. Very soon, sooner rather than later, Halloween is going to be upon us once again. And I'm pretty sure I'll be making my usual horror pilgrimage and checking out all of the Universal Monsters movies. I am also planning to go to Whitby this October and check out the Dracula Museum down there, as well as the Abbey and the steps and the graveyard. And yeah, I'm going to do all that stuff, so I will make a vlog of my Dracula day out in Whitby very soon. But if you guys would like to see me do a ranking video where I rank all the Universal Monsters original movies, then do let me know. Also, bit of a hot take. This may upset people. I don't think I've ever watched the Hammer Horror versions of the classic monsters. I don't think I've ever... I know of Christopher Lee's Dracula. I know it's immaculate and everyone loves it. Didn't Christopher Lee also play Frankenstein? I've never seen those films. So this October, I may have to go on a Hammer Horror binge and actually watch the British versions of the classic Universal Monsters. Again, if that's something you guys would like to see me review and talk about on the channel, my first ever watch of those classic movies, then do let me know, because that would be fun. And again, if you'd like to see me do reviews, rankings, watch-alongs of any of the Universal Monster movies this coming October, then do let me know, because I will be doing 31 horror movies in 31 nights, as well as 31 horror toys in 31 days. It's going to be a fun October, guys, so make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Any questions, comments, do leave them down below for me, and I will answer you back with a short YouTube video. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and until next time, stay spooky. Bye!